The future of star cornerback Jalen Ramsey with the Miami Dolphins hangs in the balance, a situation that perfectly illustrates the often harsh and unpredictable nature of NFL careers. Despite his undeniable talent, Ramsey finds himself at the center of trade rumors, complicated by a significant $21 million contract guarantee and a seemingly hesitant market. The discussion around Ramsey's potential trade isn't just about his on-field prowess. It's a deep dive into complexities of NFL contracts and strategic team management. That $21 million guarantee is a major factor, and according to hypothetical trade scenarios explored by NFL analysts, the offers coming in for Ramsey have been surprisingly modest. Teams like the Los Angeles Rams, Carolina Panthers, and Los Angeles Chargers have reportedly floated offers involving minimal draft capital, late-round picks, perhaps spread over multiple years, reflecting a cautious market unwilling to absorb Ramsey's high price tag without significant concessions. These lowball offers highlight the delicate balancing act NFL teams face: the desire to acquire elite talent versus the necessity of prudent salary cap management. Potential suitors appear wary of taking on Ramsey's contract without compromising their own financial flexibility, leading to offers that may not reflect his true value as a player. This puts the Miami Dolphins in a strategic bind. On one hand, keeping a player of Ramsey's caliber significantly bolsters their defense. On the other, the financial weight of his contract is substantial. If the trade offers remain on the lower end of the value spectrum, the Dolphins must decide if parting with such an impactful player for minimal return is a worthwhile move. It's a classic case of weighing short-term competitive needs against long-term fiscal responsibility and asset management. Beyond the immediate trade talks, Ramsey's situation is a stark reminder of the uncertainties inherent in professional sports. His journey from a highly coveted All-Pro to a player caught in the limbo of contract negotiations and trade speculation illustrates just how volatile an NFL career can be. How Ramsey navigates this challenging period could be pivotal for his future trajectory and his ultimate legacy in the league. What's your take on this complex situation? Should the Dolphins hold out for a better offer for Jalen Ramsey, or should they consider moving him even for a modest return to gain cap flexibility? And where do you see Ramsey playing next season? Share your thoughts in the comments section. The Jalen Ramsey saga with the Miami Dolphins is a compelling narrative about the intersection of elite talent, market dynamics, and strategic decision-making in professional football. Whether he stays in Miami or finds a new team, his story will undoubtedly serve as a significant case study in how high-stakes negotiations and career uncertainties play out in the modern NFL. The Jonnu Smith trade saga has been a roller coaster, with daily updates swinging the pendulum of public perception. One moment, a trade to the Pittsburgh Steelers seems imminent. The next, it's off. Then, following an injury in Pittsburgh, it's reportedly back on. However, a key piece of insight from NFL Network's Cameron Wolfe might just cut through all the noise and reveal the most crucial aspect of the situation. We know the Steelers re-engaged with the Miami Dolphins about acquiring Smith after their tight end, Donald Parham, suffered a season-ending injury. This understandably created a sense of urgency for Pittsburgh to find a replacement, and Jonnu Smith, with his history with Steelers OC Arthur Smith, is a logical target. But here's the quiet part that Cameron Wolfe brought to light. According to his report, both sides want him back in Miami. This refers to Jonnu Smith himself and the Miami Dolphins organization. Wolfe elaborated, stating, "Jonnu Smith is coming off a record-setting season for a tight end in Miami and wants to get paid. At the moment, they haven't been able to come to an agreement. At the moment, both sides want him back in Miami. Miami wants to keep Jonnu and would love to get a deal done. This mutual desire fundamentally changes the dynamic. If both the player and the team are actively working toward a new contract to keep him in South Florida, the likelihood of a trade diminishes significantly. It suggests that for the Dolphins to actually trade Smith, especially to the Steelers, Pittsburgh would likely need was an overwhelming, Godfather type of offer, one that Miami simply cannot refuse. While Jonnu Smith is seeking a new contract reflecting his Pro Bowl, record-setting 2024 season, he's currently due $4.1 million in the last year's deal with no guarantees, and the Dolphins want to secure him long-term. The primary hurdle seems to be finding that middle ground in contract negotiations. The fact that Miami wants to keep Jonnu and would love to get a deal done is a powerful indicator. The Steelers can continue to inquire, and their need might make them more aggressive. There's always a possibility they could make a surprisingly strong offer. We've seen instances where teams make offers too good to pass up, like the Laramie Tunsil trade years ago. Though it's important to note Jonnu Smith's trade value likely isn't in that same stratosphere. A mid to late day 3 draft pick is probably the more realistic compensation. The question is, would that be enough for Miami to abandon negotiations with a player they reportedly want to keep? Based on Wolf's reporting, if both Jonnu Smith and the Dolphins are genuinely motivated to make it work, the odds should heavily favor a resolution that keeps Smith in a Dolphins uniform. The external pressure from teams like the Steelers might even expedite those internal contract talks. What do you think? Does this mutual interest mean Jonnu Smith is almost certain to stay in Miami, or could the Steelers still swoop in with an irresistible offer? Let us know your predictions in the comments. Ultimately, while trade rumors will continue to fly, the reported mutual desire between Jonnu Smith and the Miami Dolphins to continue their partnership seems to be the most significant factor steering the situation toward a resolution in Miami.